The Sunburst beads make a beautiful night light. Hi, this is Tweek. Today we're going to take Sunburst beads and make beautiful little night lights. Join us. Supplies you'll need for this project are, you will need Sunburst beads. Now those will be your choice of size and color. You will need 2-inch Quilters pins, some assorted beads, and a nightlight of your choice. You can use LED lights or the on-off switch, both work. So let's get started. I have made a lot of projects with the Sunburst beads. They're becoming one of my favorites. So when I decided to use up excess ones I'd had to make night lights, these work especially well because the beads interlock with each other to give you solid color, no light streaking through. So let's do that. To start off, we will need Quilters pins. I'm using 2-inch pins. You can call them safety pins. 2-inch Quilters pins, and you'll need 9 of them. We have our 9 pins lined up. Time to choose our beads. I have bunches to choose from. Today I decided to go with a holiday theme, 4th of July. So let me show you very quickly how I put this together. You need 8 of the Sunburst beads per pin. You line them up in a pattern that you'd like to see for your nightlight, and then you simply string them on. Let's see if I'm doing this correctly. And make sure I've got stripes, red, white, and blue. So we put in 3 reds. I love the way these beads interlocked with each other. And 2 whites. And we follow up with the blue. Now, you want them to fit into each other. See how the space? Should be a little space left in the top to pop that back into the head of the pin. You might have to wrangle with the beads a little bit, but it's just a matter of interlocking, letting them sit inside of each other. So you have your 9 pins all done up. And you can see what we're going for here. Beautiful little holiday 4th of July pattern. So next we add a little bit, take a little bit of our wire. This is bead along wire. Again, one of my favorites. We're not going to use a lot of it. So what I'm going to do is, I'm not going to cut them, let this be a stopgap. Now we're going to take the pins and we're going to string them onto the wire. Between each pin, we want a bead. Now there is where another color choice comes into mind here. What kind of bead would you like? You could have crystal beads. I'm going to use, I think, I've got some baby blue or deep blue, navy blue beads. I think I'm going to use these today to stick with the theme. So I've got 9 beads that will slip between the pins. I'll make sure I got 9 over here as I go. So we're going to take the pins. Easiest way to do this is there's a side where you see the pin back. That to me is the easiest way to go. Put the wire through the head of the pin and then add a bead. Okay? Right? Then you're just going to follow along. That wire side is up, put the head through the wire, add a bead. And like I said, you're not going to use a lot of wire for this project. But I'm giving myself enough to work with here. We've got a bead, and then the pin. And we finish right up till we get through the 9. Look what I've got here. Pins. They're kind of moving around a little bit, and that's a part of the wrangling that's going to come next. We're going to hook this together. Okay, and now I am going to give this a snip, leaving yourself enough wire to work with. Okay, and I'm going to bring this around, and we're going to meet up with the 2. And I'm going to pull it as tight as I can, and I'm going to hang on and just make sure that the pin is all the way connected so that the wire's all the way inside the top of the pin and doesn't slide out. And if you got that, then you give this a tug and give it another There we go. Get another knot. Usually 2 is good. I'm going to add a third. You want the bead to be big enough so it won't slide through the head of the pin. So you're going to go for a larger rather than a smaller bead here. Okay, got that done. Snip off the excess wire. So here we are so far. See that? Easy peasy. Yeah. Now we're going to pull these all up together by getting another piece of wire and adding another bead. And as we bead along, these pieces are going to interlock with each other. So let's do that next part. Let me pull some wire here. And we've got this here. I think I'm either going to go with probably the crystal. I think that's, I don't want to put another line of blue there, so I'm going to go with the clear. So you're simply going to put the wire through that hole, and the wire is going to be trapped this time, so you don't have to worry about it falling out. And add a bead. So you're going to go around, go in the pin, add a bead. So you'll need 9 beads of your choice to go around the bottom. Okay, it looks like we have one more. Okay, we're going to pull it together. It's fun doing a smaller project. It's much easier to wrangle. So I'm going to go ahead and give this a snip. And pull these together. I'm just going to put a simple knot, and then I'm going to, come on, knot. Okay, pull it together. Now there's one thing I want to do here. I'm going to hang on tight. I'm just going to wiggle the beads around a little bit to make sure that they're sitting with each other. Because sometimes the beads pop out, or they kind of pop out of nesting with each other is what they're doing here. And I just want to make sure. See, I can just push a little bit and get a little more contact in the top here. Just make it a little bit tighter. I don't want to see any of that LED light shine through. That's what I love about these. My other night lights are beautiful, and they're custom, and they're just whimsical. But sometimes I get hit by the light of that LED late at night. That's kind of bright. These guys, they hold the light in, radiate the colors out, and that's right up there on my good list. Now, what I did just there was I loosened the knot a little too much. So what I'm going to do is just pull that knot back a little bit. You see, because I hadn't tightened it. I want a tighter knot there. So whatever I was doing here, don't let it twist. Keep a better hold. Get a better knot. See? Better. So if you find yourself that it's too loose, just ease up, push on the knot a little bit, and you can, I'm going to give it another one, extra insurance there. And look at how simple. Take off the excess. Now what's really nice about these is, let's say you have an old-fashioned night light, clip. This can go on, oh, it doesn't fit that way. It fits this way. See? Or you can put a base. I had a base here. Here's one. Undo the light bulb. Put a little extra base. It's just a ring of beads. Back down. And it sits a little higher. If you'd like that. It's not necessary, but something you can do. Let's try an LED. These are the ones that are really, really bright. And it can fit on like that. If it's a little loose, that's the way you want to put it. And then if it doesn't quite fit into the wall, you just give it a little squish. It's another thing I like about these beads, because they just move enough that you see how you get just like more of an oval shape, and that gives it more space to fit up against the wall when you use them. Lovely. Love this. Isn't this is so festive, ready for the holiday. So let me show you a few of the others I made. This one might be my favorite. This one's totally made with broken beads. And when you order these beads, they come in a big bag, and I'll have hundreds of them that are broken. And I need all 5 or 6. How many are on here? It looks like there's 6, and there'll be 1 broken off or 2 broken off. This project, you can use them because when you get them together, there's enough there to interlock, and you'll get the same beauty and shine coming off of there. Let's see how he'd look here. He's too wobbly there. So you decide which side. See how that fits? So the bottom piece, either way, they fit on your nightlight. I love that. Here's another one. This one is gorgeous. This one's just all beautiful shine. And this one I did in a stripe pattern. So you just line up the beads in whatever pattern you think, and then just reproduce it on all the beads. Reproduce it, then you just follow your pattern on each pin, and there you have it. We made these beautiful little night lights. We have dimmed the studio lights, so let's see what these look like. Let's try the regular bulb first. Old-fashioned on-off click bulb. It's gonna work. Now, because this is a bulb, I put the fat end down on the nightlight, and that's nice. Let's try it. The LED's a little brighter. I put a piece of black tape over it because it's light sensitive. See? And now you'd put the smaller end over the LED. Flips right on. For a little darker, it would look even better. So if you like what you've seen here today, give us a like, subscribe to our channel, and remember to ring the bell so you know when another episode of Tweaks with Tweek is coming along. Until then, grab your beads. You can make one of these for the holidays for any time. See you again.